So Anna, what motivated you to join Transformation HQ?
Okay, well, after years of deliberation of wanting to do something and joining different gyms, I then decided that I wanted something that could build on my strength, make me more toned as I'm getting older, but something that didn't involve anything high impact, as due to medical reasons I wasn't able to do that. Some of my friends had joined and had successes at Transformation HQ, and so I decided to give it a go.
Brilliant. So you start off with initial consultation. What gave you the confidence in that consultation that this is going to be a programme for you?
I think mainly the fact that I knew that the sessions were going to be accessible for me because they were small group sessions. They were only 45 minutes long. Working full time, it's quite difficult to be able to find a way of getting myself to be able to go to a gym for a long period of time. I was able to book the sessions and be able to go 45 minutes in and out, 6 people in the session, so lots of opportunity for a trainer to be able to support me as well.
So did you have any nerves about starting, especially after your first session?
I did actually. Yeah. Initially I had lots of nerves, but because there is a Facebook group, support group, because I had the app and I was able to look at the exercises beforehand, that made a real difference. And also having people that I knew were already going there, that gave me the opportunity to talk to them at first too. Yeah.
So how has the 6-week programme met your expectations?
It absolutely exceeded my expectations, to be honest. I know from talking to friends who'd done the 6 weeks, they'd sort of told me about weight loss and opportunities to gain strength. I actually lost nearly a stone during the 6 weeks, which I couldn't believe. But I totally embraced the sessions. I embraced the food more than anything. I think that's the thing that helped me more than anything, was learning about nutrition, the importance of proteins, carbs, fats, and that really helped. And obviously the support that I got from Jack and Jackie and Brandon whenever I needed to get in touch with them too.
Yeah. So how's your understanding of nutrition evolved since you've started?
It's really changed actually, because I don't think I quite appreciated what was in the different foods that we eat. We've always eaten healthily, I believe, but actually the fact that I've been looking at the protein content, looking at the carbohydrate content, looking at the fat content in the food has made a real difference to everything that I now eat. I am careful. I use MyFitnessPal in order to track what I'm eating, and that's really helped. Being able to look at the different macros at the end of each day has been a really positive thing, and it's something that even since I've done the 12-week shoot, I've actually carried on with and continue to do. Likewise with using the THQ recipes, which I always praise and encourage people to use, because they are really tasty, but they contain all the macros. They tell you exactly how many macros are in it, how many calories. So yeah, they're wonderful. Very tasty too.
Yeah. Brilliant. So a lot of females worry, they obviously look at our gym and they think, right, it's weight training, I don't want to be big or bulky. Was that a concern of yours, and how has that sort of not materialised to be, big or bulky? It's not a worry, is it?
Yeah, a little bit. I suppose it did. I think I was concerned about the idea of bulking up. Having never done any sort of weightlifting before in the past, I wasn't sure what to expect. But because you have somebody there with you constantly, and there's only 6 people in the gym, you are being watched all the time. If they think you're taking something too heavy, they will tell you to bring it down, and gradually over the weeks you can build it up. And I think having the strength round's been wonderful, because it gives me the opportunity to look back on my book and see how far I've come, and I can't quite believe how far I've come with the ability to lift and stronger weights.
So and I've obviously seen your transformation pictures, and they're amazing, so well done for that.
Thank you.
And we'll put them on the video as well. But did you visualise that weights could actually do that to your body, or did you think that it would just make you...
Yeah, not in the slightest. I think what I've always thought is, if I want to lose weight, I have to do a diet and think about what I eat and maybe go to a class or two. I never would have thought that actually using weights could create what it has done. Yeah, it's amazed me.
Yeah. So Transformation HQ is a very personal gym. So you touched on briefly about the small group classes. How impactful are them, the classes being so small, so to give you that motivation really? Very,
very impactful, because not just with the trainers but with the people who are there as well. And what you have to remember is that everybody has to start somewhere. So when I went for my first session, there were people who'd already just done the shoot, and I kind of looked at them and for inspiration, really. But everybody has to start somewhere, and everybody's there for the same reason. Everybody wants that result at the end of it. So the small sessions are fantastic, and there's always somebody there in order to talk to. And even afterwards with a WhatsApp, with the Transformation HQ Facebook page, everything is there for you for support throughout, and the videos and the emails that we receive. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Brilliant. So obviously we give a lot of support inside of the gym. How did you find the support outside of the gym with just the check-ins to see if you're okay and how you get on with things?
Yeah, fantastic. The lives during the shoot were wonderful. During the 6 weeks, the modules that we got each week, to give me a focus as well, a personal focus, like making sure that I drank enough water, like making sure I got my 12,000 steps in each day. The opportunity to talk to other people as well who are members is really, really helpful too, and constant interaction with the trainers whenever you need it. Fantastic.
Perfect. So initially on the 6 weeks, it's quite overwhelming, I can imagine, at the start. And we like to give people a weekly task to do, so the modules, if you remember the modules. So how did you find that just having that small bite-sized task to do each week helped you sort of progress into the position you are now?
Yeah, it did help. It did help. Some weeks were harder than others.
Yeah.
But if you put yourself out there, you have got to do it and give it your all. And I think that is the main key, is you know, if you know that you want to do it, give it 100%. Yes, some weeks are more difficult. There was one week that was based around sleep, but actually you have to embrace it. And if you embrace it and take it on board, it helps. All of it helps. Yeah.
So let's talk about the long-term benefits of your results that you've seen now. How are you finding the benefits?
So since I've done the 12-week shoot, I've continued to go 3 times a week. Actually, I go 4 times a week, because what I've done is I've joined one of Jackie's group on a Saturday morning, which is a bespoke group that focuses on legs and abs, because this was the area that I felt that I wanted to improve, and I've actually continued with that after the 12-week shoot, which is fantastic.
So what I think is really important is to find a convenient thing for you to do that's effective as well. So how's the convenience of THQ been for you?
It's very convenient. The main convenience is the fact that it's short and sharp. Short, sharp bursts of exercise, 45 minutes. The sessions are booked on the THQ app. You can book up to 6 weeks in advance, which makes a massive difference. You can add yourself to a waiting list if there's not enough time. I get plenty of notice if there is a session available as well. And I think it's, for me, since I've done the 12-week shoot, I've still continued to go 3, actually 4 times a week. It's sustainable, and I think that's really important. The sessions change every month. That makes a huge difference, so you know that you're working on every body part every time you go, but it makes it more interesting, the fact that every month there's a new routine or 3 new routines to learn.
Brilliant. So let's talk about the 4th session. So the 4th session is your extra specialised programmes that you do on a Saturday morning. So legs and abs programme.
Legs and abs,
So a lot of the gym is obviously based around full body workouts, and that's enough really, especially for the first, I'd say, 12 months training is building your body shape. But then you reach to a point where you've gone through a lot of the systems like the shoot, and you think, right, I want to focus on a particular body part. And I presume that was what sort of drew you to go and focusing on your legs and abs. So explain a little bit about the programme and how that works.
Okay, so yeah, it's a bespoke programme that is written by one of the trainers at the gym, and there are up to 6 of us in each class, and basically we have a set routine. We work for 20 minutes or so on abs. These are targeted areas that we've kind of discussed with her, and she will ask us the areas that we want to work on. And then we have a sort of 45 minute session just focusing on the legs. It's tough. It's the hardest session of the week, but it's really enjoyable, and the benefits from it are huge, and I can really see that, which is why I've signed up for another 8-week session.
Perfect. So as a whole, we try to make the sort of, I feel in a gym environment, if you feel like you've got people beside you and pushing you on, to spurring you on to be the best and creating that supportive atmosphere, I think that's really key for long-term results. So how would you describe THQ's support supportive environment, really.
Fantastic. It's so lovely, and I use that cliche family. It almost is. You get used to the same people that go to the sessions with you. You get to know the trainers really well because there are only 3 of them, and therefore they get to know you. They get to know the areas that you want to work. They get to know the areas that you struggle with. So, you know, if you've got an issue with your back or your shoulder, they change the routine for you. They change the exercise, and that's hugely helpful too. And they always recognise and know when that's coming, and so that's really helpful.
Yeah. So what would you say sets Transformation HQ apart?
I think it is very different to anything that I've ever done or tried before. I have actually written this down, that THQ, in my opinion, is accessible, achievable, streamlined, supportive, challenging, friendly, and most of all rewarding. The personal coaching provides you with the ability to success. You've got no choice but to succeed because they are there to help you and there to support you the whole time, from the beginning of the 6 weeks right the way through. If you choose to do the 12-week shoot, the support is there, and even if you don't choose to do it, the support is still there. So yeah, most definitely.
Brilliant. So let's talk specifically about your results. So, like, exactly how much weight have you lost, and let's talk specifically about that.
So I lost 25 pounds.
Wow.
I lost nearly a stone in the first 6 weeks, and then obviously subsequently after, when doing the 12-week shoot, I lost the additional weight, and I've actually managed to keep it off. I've managed to maintain it, but again, I think that's because I've continued to focus on the food, continued to make sure that I have the correct amount of proteins, continued with the 3 weekly sessions, well, the 4 weekly sessions, and having that mindset and the focus to want to succeed still. Yeah,
amazing. So the HQ coaches, obviously we try to put as much effort in as possible. What would you say that sets us apart from sort of other coaches in the industry?
I would use the word bespoke, because I think it is bespoke. It's personalised. They care, they want to know how you're doing, they're passionate about it as well. And I think when I've been to other gyms before, there's always been somebody around, but not in the same way. It's very personal, and that means a lot. And I think that's really, really helped. The fact that there's always somebody there to help you and talk to you, and also the members as well, because everybody's in the same boat, everybody wants the same results. So I think that's really important.
Brilliant. So there's going to be a lot of ladies in your position that's sort of thinking about starting, but not really sure whether it's going to be for them or whether to take the plunge or not. What would you say to them?
Well, to be fair, I have actually spoken to quite a few ladies already, and who have joined since, and I think it's not something to be scared of. It's something to embrace and really enjoy, and I'm living proof that it can be done. And yeah, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, and I think all women and men should give it a go.
Brilliant. There you go, ladies. If Anna's story has inspired you, just click the link on this video, and to find out more information, we'll shoot you a message, we'll explain the programme, we'll invite you in, we'll show you around the gym, and then if it's something you want to give a go, then you can give a go. But there's no pressure. I'll speak to you soon.